So basically today we're going to talk about Ohm's law. Okay, Ohm's law. Hopefully you guys familiar with Ohm's law. Ohm's law is basically letter V, I and R. V stands for volt or voltage, I for current or the intensity of current, so hence the I, and R is the resistance. Okay, so we have the unit for this. V for voltage, the unit is V. Current, the unit is I, same like this, the formula. And R for resistance is the unit is ohm. This symbol, this is a Greek symbol. Okay. Okay, so to understand this VIR, we have a basic circuit. This basic circuit is, I think, it's general lah. Almost all, kesemua data akan ada benda ni. Okay, this is the basic circuit. It consists of V, the power supply, okay, and then the R, so R, and then the current I. Okay. V equals to IR. Okay, and then this R is the resistance. It has majorly or basically another two main connection. One is in series, the other one is parallel. Okay, so hopefully if you can understand a series, if you have been looking at episodes or stories or movies that are series. For example, you have Squid Game. Okay, Squid Game 1, and then after that you watch Squid Game 2, 3, and so on. Okay, or you want to see a movie, Batman 1, 2, 3, and so on. So it is a series of series of events. Okay, so series ataupun dalam bahasa Melayunya Serie, okay, adalah series of event. And then when we talk about parallel ataupun selari, in bahasa Melayunya selari, okay, selari means sama-sama lari. Okay, kalau dalam satu perlumbaan, okay, ada dua lorong, so semua akan bergerak pada masa yang sama-sama lari. Or in English, parallel, which is if you heard about the parallel universe, so about the Marvel parallel universe and so on. Okay, so meaning both things are going at the same time. Okay, same time. Okay, if you understand the word series and parallel, then you know how, or you can imagine how does the circuit looks like. Okay, for example, in series, we have what we call chain of event. Okay, chain of event, one after another, so it will be continuing like this. Okay, from R1, next is R2, and then the next one is R3, and so on if there's a connection. And then it will go, we close it with the voltage supplier. Okay, done. And then for parallel or selari tadi, okay, we have both things are going at the same time, meaning R1, R2 same time, R3 at the same time, connected through this power supply. Okay, so this is R1, R2, and R3. It can be in many forms actually. Okay, it can be in the forms of in basic form like this. Okay, it can be power supply, then you have three things connected to each other, 1, 2, 3. It's just a matter of orientation or orienting, or you just pivoting this R1, R2, and R3. Okay, so you know that everything is connected with a junction like this. So this is a junction connected to R1, connected to R3. So three of them are connected to one junction. Okay, and then for this series also can be represented by its own like this. It's just a matter of rotating this circuit. So R1, R2, and R3. But it is only one direction of current, right? So this one, you have one current and it goes into the junction, so it must have three new currents. Okay, so this is I1, I2, and I3. For this case, it has only one way and one loop, so the current for I1 is the same as current I2, is the same as current I3, because it has only one way and no way out, no way to go, no way for the current to go. So hopefully this can clarify the parallel and series for you guys. And basically from here, which is a series circuit, okay, we can see that the current for this series circuit can only move in one direction and there's no other junction to go. So it indicates that for I1, which is current for R1, will be the same as current for I2 and will be the same for current I3. So I1, I2, I3 is the same. Okay, so the difference will be in voltage. So we know that V is equal to IR, and then V1 is considered as V1 will be equal to I1 times R1. So V in this case is V1 is equal to I1 R1. Same goes to V2. If you want to find V2, meaning we have to change V2 equal to I2 R2. But bear in mind that I2 and I1 is the same. If you have the value for I1, you will have the value for I2, and you have the value for I3. Okay, same goes to V3. V3 is equal to I3 R3. Okay, this I1, I2, and I3 is just an indication that current is going through R3. Okay, current is going through I2, current is going through I3, I1. Okay, so in this case is I is the same, so I we consider as I total. IT is the same. IT is equal to I1 is equal to I2 and is equal to I3. Okay, but it is a different case for parallel ataupun selari in this case. Okay, the value for I1, I2, and I3 is different. So the formula is still the same. Okay, which is if you want to find V1, you must have the value for I1 and the value for R1, V2, I2, R2, and for V3 is equal to I3 times R3. Okay, so in order for you to find I1, I2, and I3, you must have this first initial value coming in, which is I total lah. Okay, I total. Okay, for we to get I total, we must change this back to the original form, which is this form. Okay, the basic form. Okay, the basic form. When we change this parallel, we convert it into one value, which is R total, so we can get the value for I total. Okay, now we are going to get the value for each of it for parallel and series. So for series and parallel, it has a different style or different ways for we to get R total. Okay, for series, the R total is, for this case, R1 plus R2 plus R3. That's all. Easy. R1 plus R2 plus and R3. Later we will see some examples for more understanding on this. Okay, for this parallel, okay, this it has a different style. It's actually addition, but in 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. If you have 4, then you need to put 1 over R4 and so on.